Countdown. Good morning to you. I'm American Social Democracy. Just another dirtbag leftist online, ready to share some commentary. And commentary there is. Well, I just found out that Tim Pool, well, he got COVID. And I'll let you hear what he has to say, and I'll comment very shortly. Let's see. Let's get started on this.
Would have gone had I not. This past week, I have not been producing videos because I tested positive for COVID-19 on Friday, and I had an extremely serious case. Now, I don't know how far it would have gone had I not gotten medical intervention, which I did. I don't make it sound like I wasn't intubated or anything, and I wasn't rushed to the ER or anything like that, but I did have to go and seek treatment, and I received what one would refer to as the kitchen sink. But before I get into all of these details, I want to start with a special thank you to Joe Rogan, and legitimately, from the bottom of my heart, everyone here, are extremely grateful to Joe and his support, and I'll break all this down, but I just wanted to say that right away, because it really does mean a lot. But I'll explain everything that happened, and I think it's a really important story that people should know about. So on Wednesday, we did a show on Timcast IRL. It was just before the show we got word that one of our employees here had just tested positive. And we're not 100% sure with these things. I was told by a nurse that these at-home tests are not that good. And I was like, okay, well, look, we got to take this stuff seriously. So you may have noticed that Luke and Ian didn't do the show because, well, for safety reasons, we're going to minimize everything. But, we explained it to our guests and then said, basically, here, it's up to you. Everybody seemed fine. We did have one person who was sick at the house, but we didn't know exactly with what, and it didn't seem like COVID. So it just seemed like a cold. Now, we definitely want to take things seriously, so, Luke is very adamant, and he has all the protocols. Like, no joke. Like, Luke legit was like, here's what we're going to disinfect, we're going to open up windows, get ventilation. He did a really, really great job. But at the same time, my attitude was, we'll do this, absolutely. And also, let's not be paranoid, because, look, colds still exist. There's still illnesses that are out there, and I'm not going to pretend that, I'm not going to freak out and act every single time someone gets a headache that we're like, it's COVID, shut everything down, We can't live that way. We can't. But so we did take it seriously. I was feeling fine. This is the crazy thing. I was like, I don't feel sick. I was like, maybe I'm sick. I don't know. I don't think so. I just felt fine. That night, Wednesday night, I went to bed and I woke up feverish, drenched in sweat. And so I was like, well, look, the only real symptom I had after I woke up was a headache. And I was like, if I am getting sick and it is COVID, maybe it won't be that bad. But I'll just say right now, as we get into all of this was the worst experience I've ever had with an illness. And I genuinely believe if I did not get the treatments that I got, the kitchen sink, if you know what that is, monoclonal antibodies, I got prescribed ivermectin, I did, Z-Pak, and some emergency, and some other emergency, like if you are not breathing stuff. So I truly believe the monoclonal antibodies are what pulled me out of everything. But I just wanted to make sure that was in the forefront of the video. But I'll explain. I want to go through everything. So, I wait.
Okay. Well, let me do this. Okay, I want to say, first of all, in spite of my political opinions, that differs most of the time from Tim Pool. I want to say I'm sorry that he's gotten COVID. I'm sorry he gotten COVID, and I don't wish that on anybody. And I'm not even saying this in a partisan sort of tribalistic sort of way. trying to make myself look like the nice guy and above it all, what have you. I don't want anybody to have COVID. Thankfully, I don't have COVID. Thankfully, I don't think anybody in my family's got COVID. And as I said, I try to do my part not to get it and not to get it from other folks. My only point of contention with Tim Pool is, dude, you should not be listening to Joe Rogan. I don't dislike Joe Rogan. I'm okay with Joe Rogan. Sometimes he says some shit that I disagree with, just like Tim Pool. You say some things that I disagree with, but I don't want you to get COVID. And you have to look at it this way. This shit, kitchen sink shit, the ivermectin and Z whatever. Now, some of the medications that's not consider mainstream medication to take to deal with COVID. Joe Rogan is a super healthy person, health conscious and all of that, and physically a strong person. And he probably got a mild case of that shit, and so he was able to be lucky enough. But most people are not lucky, and I don't favor mandating vaccines to the population, but I really wish that people would not listen to junk science when it comes to this disease here. This pandemic is serious shit, and we need to tackle it in intelligent, mature ways. So, I hope you get well. I hope that you don't. I hope you don't get any worse. I hope you recover very fast from COVID, and that and please, my God, do not listen to the conspiracy nuts when it comes to this pandemic. COVID is serious shit. Listening to conspiracy nuts or people who think they have an inside information that they're not really all that expert on it. Don't be doing that. I'm not a conspiracy nut. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying that, we can all it's okay to be skeptical of anything. I took my vaccine. I was skeptical initially. Just like, man, they really created this stuff this shit way too quickly. I don't know. And I said to myself, and I pontificated over this whole news of shit, like, I'm not taking this vaccine right now. I'm going to wait about a year. But, the thing about it is that, I'm just going to have to take a chance and take this vaccine and hope for the best. And I hope that, if you're not vaccinated, I hope that when you get well, please, my gosh, go get vaccinated. That's all I got to say. The people who are anti-vaxxers, I'm not even saying everybody's terrible who's an anti-vaxxer, but there are some nutcases out there you have to kind of be aware of, and don't fall for any old misinformation that's out there. And I'm not even trying to be partisan talking about Tim Pool, because even on a political basis, when I look at the other side politically, and I look at the Ben Shapiro's, and I look at the Dave Rubins, and I look at the Candace Owens, and the what's his name, Charlie Kirk's out there, and all of that. Tim Pool is probably the most palatable out of that bunch. Not that I agree with him. I'm just saying, I think that there is still a little bit of liberalism or progressivism that he wants embrace. I still think he has it in him. Whereas the others, Dave Rubin doesn't believe anything, so he doesn't care, what have you. But I can tell that Tim Pool struggles with his former belief systems, and I do think he grifts, and I think he feels a little guilty about it, in my opinion. I think he feels a little guilty about it. But I mean, he's not as odious as someone like Steven Crowder or folks like that, or Ben Shapiro. So again, I hope you probably will never hear me talk about this, but I hope you have a speedy recovery in spite of any political differences that exist out there. So, as I said, I just don't want nobody to suffer. I mean, I couldn't stand Rush Limbaugh when he was alive. And just to kind of quote Kyle Kalinske, when Donald Trump gave Rush Limbaugh the Congressional Medal of Honor for Freedom, which is just absolutely insane. It pissed me off. And of course, that was Donald Trump's intention, to try to start some culture war shit by polarizing antics like giving Rush Limbaugh the Congressional Medal of Honor for Freedom, which is ironic because Rush Limbaugh was not pro-freedom. But, well, like Kyle Kalinske said last year, I am opposed to Rush Limbaugh getting cancer, and I am opposed to Rush Limbaugh getting the Congressional Medal of Honor for Freedom. And, that's just it. I mean, Rush Limbaugh was a piece of shit, and, I talked shit about him when he did die, and do it again. But, as far as a human level, still, I don't want anybody to die at the end of the day. It's just not who I am. And I know that goes against my reputation as a dirtbag leftist, but it is what it is. Anyway, if you like what you heard, press like and comment. And if you disagree, comment anyway. We'll have a conversation. Feel free to share the content on this channel. As a First Amendment absolutist, it's my duty to inform you to create your own platform and utilize it, because we are, in fact, the muckrakers of our time. Let's see what else I have to say is feel free to subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell and make this channel grow. And I want to give a shout out to Mike Murphy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I think this is spot on about Tim. Well, I mean, it's how I feel. I don't want anybody to suffer, and that's what it comes right down to. So, anyway, I will make this a very quick video. I managed not to be long-winded today. Can y'all believe that? So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to conclude right now with a little bit of closing music for the time being, and if there's any more conversations to be had, we can do just that. So hold tight here, and here we go. Good night.